Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're back in Castle Flipper at Happy Town, population now 20, and we have recruited our final royal helper, the Royal Landlord. And in the last episode we did this little garden square in front of the notice board, and we added a well here for our locals to be able to grab their water. But I think it would be kind of nice to have like a fancy statue. I think there's some big lions just flanking the road as we come into the town. Oh yes, there they are, lions. I have them right. It is a lion. So if we put one at either side, just inside the gates, I think that might be a little bit of an added something. That's why we built our fancy square there as well. Yeah, do we have space to add these? I think they might be a little bit big for this section. Maybe we can put the big planters near the castle then, if we can't fit them in near the front door. But I do kind of like the idea of the lions being in. I just want to make sure that they're lined up with each other. Maybe we can use the planter just to the side. Don't want to block the lions. Yeah. Yes, I like that, because then we've got a nice pretty entrance way to the town, and then that's why we built the little square with all the flowers and the fountains just over behind where the lions are now in front of our notice board, just so there's a little bit of something a little bit pretty as we walk into town, not just that first building that we built, that wooden building. But I'm not taking that down because that was the first place we built, so I want to keep it, but I do want the rest of it to be a little bit prettier. So we've done everything on the map, and I did go and do the throne room a couple of times to get us a little bit more money to spend, because I would hate for us to go to one of these jobs and then run out of money. So here's our royal landlord that we recruited in the last episode, and he's offering us a plot of land. Clean up a plot of land and build a house according to the client's requirements, then finally sell it for a profit. Yeah, so each additional item will allow you to get a higher price. So we'll go and see what this is like. So the place is called New City, and it actually does look like a city. Look, so it looks like a little building plot inside a nice city. Right, so the property value is now 0, so we haven't got a property. So we've got some nice little gates there into the rest of the town. We can't go through them though. But we're right next to quite a fancy, almost like cathedral-like looking building, aren't we? And we're next to the city walls. So we need to clean up a bit. Oh, that's the equivalent of the horse and cart then, is it? Just a little pallet to put our stuff on to take with us. Right, so we've got a long list of things. We need to build a house with at least 4 foundations, 1 door and 4 roofs. Change the look of your house, so that'll be the outside appearance, won't it? Bed, 3 tables, 7 chairs, a closet, cabinet, 1 garden, 4 trees. 4 trees and only 1 garden. Oh, can we put the trees around the edges on the grass, maybe? 6 flowers. Oh, we could probably get 6 flowers in 1 garden plot, but then the trees will have to go in the grass around them, wouldn't they? So, place 6 decorations, and the value of the property needs to be greater than its cost. So we paid 2,000 gold coins, didn't we, for it? So the final property value needs to be more than 2,000. Okie dokie. So we started with 1 wall and 2 floors. So we can either demolish the entire thing and start again, or we can make the house a little bit bigger by using what we've already got. So if we build 4 more foundations, we've already got 2, so that would be 6 foundations, wouldn't it? And we can definitely collect some wood here. So we take down the old, gnarly, sort of dead trees. Get a few materials for building with. So we'll take down this dead tree. Oh, don't fall outside of my plot of land. And then we've got a nice little fresh tree there. We'll definitely be keeping that. Oh. Oh no, did the wood fall outside of my plot? Oh dear. Well, we got 1 set of stuff to take back with us. Did it go outside? Oh, that's interesting. I don't actually see anything outside. We only got 1 piece of wood. Now, I'm assuming they won't let us chop that now. Right. This one doesn't look dead. No, they're only letting us chop the dead trees. Okay, that makes sense. Especially when they're asking for more trees. Dead trees are not terribly useful. Though, to be honest, they might have wanted to keep that for firewood, but... oh no, that's not gone through the wall as well, has it? Can we see? Yeah, it's gone through the wall. Can we pick? Ah, we can pick it up through the wall. Oh, good. Oh, we should probably go back to the other corner and have a look if any of that fell outside of the plot that we can maybe reach as well. And press Z. No, I don't see any outside there. Oh, there's another one over here though. I think that's inside the walls. Yeah, so it's always worth pressing the Z just to check when you're picking up wood, because sometimes they roll further than you expect them to, and then you don't see them. Right, so we need to pick around this side of this to chop it. Please fall inside my house section. Thank you. Right. Oh, we definitely got at least 2 off that one. Oh, we got all 3. Look, beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen it do more than 3. But it is random between 1 and 3. So that sometimes means you're not sure how many pieces of wood you're looking for. So I think we've removed everything that we can and cleaned up the plot. So we now wish to build. So we need to put 4 foundations in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll do that way. That way we're going to have space down the side to add the garden plot. Then the door should be at the front, near where the gate is. They haven't specified what type of wall panels we use, so where we put windows and things is up to us now. I do like that wooden door, I think that's quite nice. Looks quite strong, doesn't it? I think we definitely want a window next to the door, and then we'll place them around the space, every sort of second panel, roughly, and then we'll fill in with 4 walls. Well, I'll have to go around now because I've cut myself off from access. Right, so there's one wall that they've left us with is a fancy plaster, isn't it? And they said alter the appearance. So shall we go for pristine rock on the floor because it's that lovely tile. Now, what shall we do for our walls? I think I like the smooth rock. I think that's a nice grey colour, isn't it? Kind of matches in with the town that we've already got, because that's all rock, so it would be nice for it to be a rock house, wouldn't it? And for the windows, we want to match the door that we've put in, so we'll use that nice wooden shutter. Oops, missed that one. I'll have to pick that up again. There we go. That's all of them, yep. Now, roof. What sort of roof shall we have today? We're doing quite well with the property value already. We're already 3/4 of the way to what we paid for it, so I don't think we're going to have a problem meeting the making it cost more than we paid for it. I assume later on there's going to be a little bit more difficulty meeting those types of goals. I don't know if there's a set number of these properties to do, or if it's like a random build thing. I hope it's kind of a random thing. That would be really good, because then you can just keep doing it over and over. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually. Right, we need 1 garden plot and 6 plants. Plant 6 flowers, 6 flowers and 4 trees. We probably could put the trees around the edge of the property. But I don't know if that would count. We might put 1 in the pot and then 1 outside the pot and just see if it counts. Because I haven't tried that yet. Because the instructions said that for things to count as part of the house, they had to actually be in a garden plot. So that could be interesting to test out if you just put it in the greenery around the edge of the plot, whether it counts on the plots, because the plot then all counts as the house rather than just what's attached to the walls. So that's our 6 flowers. Look, we met that goal. So that's good. I think we will put in a second plot and put a couple of small trees in that. So as you can see at the moment we have no trees. So if we look for... ooh, that's quite a large one. Can we put it in the... oh, it didn't look like it wanted to go. It doesn't look like it wants to go anywhere, this tree. Okay, let's try a slightly smaller one. So that would go at the front of the Oh, it won't go in with the flowers now. I didn't think it would really, to be honest. It's quite a full plot, isn't it? It needs to be a certain amount of clearance, I think, for the trees to fit. So we can put that one in there, fit it in there. See, I tried to say fit and put all in one row, didn't I? No, I don't think we can fit any extra trees into the flower bed. Oh, maybe we can. I almost got one there. No, it won't. Okay, can we fit another one of these little ones in? Yeah, we probably can. I think we can get at least 3 in there. I think we'll struggle to get an extra one. Well, that's much too big. Yeah, I think we would definitely struggle to get another one in there. Let's, yeah, it almost looks like you would fit one in there, but then when you try and put it down, it doesn't seem to work. Quite intriguing, that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get another one in there. Let's try the smaller one again, because that I think is the smallest footprint tree. If we rotate it, any chance? No, I'm not quite sure how much space it needs. Let's put it over here, shall we? Will that count? Oh, it does! Right, so on these plots you can actually build around the edge. So we could have put the 4 trees all the way around the edge. There, we have more information about how this works. And we're already over the property value that we need, so... A nice bench, I think that would be quite nice. That didn't count as decoration though, so that's okay. Oh, it did count as a chair though, look, we're at 1 of 7 chairs. Oh, so that's interesting. So if we put another one, yeah, 2 of 7. Ah, lovely. Right, so we can put stuff outside and it will count. As long as it's inside of our building plot, it counts. That's really good news. Now we want a nice bed. We just need 1 bed, yes? Yes. And 3 tables and 1 closet and 1 cabinet. So this will be the closet. Yeah, then cabinet could be like the kitchen area, couldn't it? But then 3 tables, so we want 1 bigger table for like the dining room table, and then we want a couple of smaller ones, like the fancy little ones that can go on the walls and things like this. Look, see, this will look like quite a nice bedside table, and it also counts as a table. Yeah, see, 1 table, that's good. So shall we use the slightly smaller dining table, and then we can kind of have a seating area, a staff space for a decent seating area as well, without the place being too cramped. And we can put at least 2, maybe 3 of those fancy dining room chairs with that, but we need a second fancy table thing somewhere as well. Ooh, how about that? It's kind of a little writing desk side table thing, isn't it? That could look quite nice. Where shall we put it? Shall we put it down the front here? Yes, because that can then be kind of part of the sitting area, can't it? Yeah. And it'll look nice in there. Right, so we can put 3 chairs around this little table. So that brings us to 5, yeah. And then we can have like a sofa and maybe a chair in the like sitting room loungy area. And can we put a nice big fancy sofa and then a chair that kind of matches it somewhere in this area as well. And then we're going to be pretty close to the goals that we need to have completed the job, aren't we? So where are we going to put the chair? Because we are kind of running out of space now, so how about if we angle it sort of at the side of that little table there? Yeah, I think that will work. So all we need now are 6 pieces of decoration. Well, I think lamps even count as decoration, don't they? What shall we use for decoration? We have space for any extra. We don't really have a kitchen cupboard or anything, do we? We haven't got like a kitchen. We have a nice fancy little decorative cabinet over here for a little bit of extra storage though. It's my favourite cabinet, isn't it, this one? There we go. Pretty. So yes, now we need 6 pieces of decoration, and I do believe the lamps count. So if we put some of the candles on the walls and the candelabra in the centre of the roof for plenty of light, then they will all count, and then you don't necessarily have to worry about extra decoration because the lights will probably meet the goal on this particular house. But I think we might want to put at least one picture up somewhere, or a decorative shield or something on the wall, just to add a little bit of actual proper decoration. Let's light up those. So we've got a couple of wall sections where we could put something decorative on the wall. One thing I haven't tried to use is the curtains, because they don't usually seem to fit terribly well in these smaller houses, as they take up a ton of room and wall space, and it makes it difficult to fit them in. We might be able to use them on the castle, maybe, fingers crossed. There we go, lovely, hey? I really like that. I think that for our first attempt at one of these houses, I think we've done really well, and we've learned lots of information about this process as well. So anything that's inside the plot does count. Yeah, so let's put on the favourite painting, the still life, and we are now completed. So there you go, you get given the sale price of the house minus what you paid for it, so that's how you make profit on that one. Okay, that's interesting to know. So it pays to make the house more valuable when you sell it. Cool. Lovely. So there you go, that's the first one of our houses. It'll be interesting to see how many he's got and whether it's a randomizer. I really hope it's a randomizer, because that makes it infinitely playable, doesn't it? So let's get our rent picked up, get our houses cleaned, and send off our horse and cart, and then we will come back, and in the next episode I think we'll take a look at another one of the houses from the Royal Landlord. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!